Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Friday, August 30th, 2024. Well, I try to get my peek ahead video done for the coming month while it is still August or whatever month it is in both hemispheres. So I had to do this today because in what we call down under, it's already the 31st of August. So this is our monthly peek ahead video. There's no share screen involved. There's no research to present. I'm just going to be asking the universe in a very kind of traditional tarot way to give us some insights and peek ahead about the month of September, the upcoming month. Now, as I've been preparing for this video, and that involves everything from brushing my teeth to, saying my prayers to talking out what I want to do, I've been asking that I would like the information we get to be based on things that we ordinary people can observe or be informed about. I think sometimes the universe tells us things that do happen that don't make it because of this nanny state we live in. And if you don't know what that term means, look it up because it's going to be the topic of one of my meditations is an ending of it. So I'd like to ask for observable insights. Now, it's not deep dive. Okay, 10 cards are not going to tell us what's going to happen all across this planet, this realm of existence for the coming month, but we may get some insights that may prove to be true. Now, understand, a couple months ago, one of the things that I got from the read was that outside the US, there'd be some encouraging financial news. And what was funny was there was a lowering of interest rates, and there was something else that had happened outside the US. Now, did I say there was going to be the be all and end all of big financial events? No, just some good news. So if you're looking for the big, definitive mic drop, world ending type things, we sometimes have to with what we're getting in these, and who knows, in September there may be a big world changing event, but sometimes you have to just look and see, oh, okay, that was the encouraging news that was meant. Just like this past month in August, I asked my viewers to help me think of some of the things that might have qualified as the tower moment the cards told us about. People came up with 3 or 4 things, okay, and a couple I had just forgotten about. There was the Zuckerberg admission of censoring on his platform. there was the Elon Musk interview that garnered 1 billion views in 24 hours with Mr. Trump. There were, other things like that, but was it the big everything changed in our world? Not that we knew of. Not that we knew of. So let's take a peek ahead and understand the peak may not be, massive and global, but still might be pertinent for us to have some awareness of. Now, the 10 cards that I do, we're going to have 2 rows, and I have changed it up a little bit in response to some viewer feedback that I got. The top row is going to be regarding the USA, United States of America specifically. The bottom row is going to be for elsewhere. We'll let the universe decide where that elsewhere might be. And unless I get a specific continent or country nudge, we'll just let it ride the way it is. Okay, so from here on out, this is how I'm going to do it. Top row, USA. Bottom row is going to be elsewhere on this plane of existence. Okay, and there'll be 5 cards with a 6th card. I guess I should just say 6 cards, but we do follow up with a keep your focus on 6th card for each of those parameters, those 2 rows. So let's get to it. I'm going to switch the camera, already moved the cat, and let you watch me work with the cards, and we'll find out together what the universe wants us to know for the upcoming month of September 2024, and with just a request that these insights may be about information and insights that can be viewed and known by we, the viewing public. Okay, so I guess at this point we're saying, we know there's things going on in the background, but what will we be able to observe, see, and hear about? That's what I think we'd like our insights to share with us. So let's get to it. I'm going to switch the camera. Okay, so we're asking for some insights and information about the upcoming month of September 2024 for both the United States and elsewhere on this plane of existence. And we'd like to have information about items that could be observed and seen that we ordinary humans would be told about. Although, if the universe is very insistent on letting us know about something happening in the background, go for it. Again, the top row is going to be for the United States of America specifically. Then other geographic locations will be indicated by the bottom row, top row. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups, 10 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. I move those down a little bit so they're all in camera. Since we just have 2 rows, shouldn't be a problem. Now for elsewhere, we have the Lovers, you lucky duckies, the 6 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Star. Okay, I'm moving this month. And the King of Wands, another king. Okay, now the next card that'll be up, the 6th one will be the keep your focus on for the United States of America. The one under it will be for keep your focus on for elsewhere. Let's take a look at these cards. Now, what they're saying in each spot will be the same for each of these geographic locations. In the United States, what to expect. Okay, the Queen of Cups as an advice card is just telling us it's going to be a time when we're going to be needing to use not just logic in the coming month, but our emotional intelligence. So as you're filtering out news and information and deciding what is true and what to discard, you need to use your emotional intelligence to add to common sense and logic. Now that's because the clarifying card here is the 10 of Swords. Okay, now this is telling us that there's going to be in September, there's going to be some kind of an observable ending. It could be to a platform. It could be to a person. I'm thinking we may have in September that plan seem to play out where they are going to try to harm our 45th president again. And when you get news of something happening like that, use your emotional intelligence. Okay, don't react, respond. So that's what I'm thinking is the big thing in the United States. We're going to have something seem to end. Now, whether it's a candidacy for one person or another, or an attempt again on someone that's beloved, we're going to have something come to an end in September in the United States. Now, the hidden influence of that, a lot of hard work is going into mitigating the shenanigans. Okay, and the gang, the deep state that we call the shenanigans gang. Okay, I also get the feeling that they're spending some of the last of their fiat dollars. You know, the deep state is running out of those endlessly deep pockets they used to have, and they're digging deep to try to have some event occur in September. Now, the advice card for us. Okay, we had what we're indicating here is emotional intelligence, and here it is this is just a card of love and firm foundations and partnerships. So know your circle, know your tribe. Don't try to lean on people that aren't awake over issues and items that involve a necessity to be awake, to be, aware of and concerned of. So again, know your tribe, whether it's just online, like so much of my tribe is, because I don't have family members that have woken up completely or even what I would think of as partially. So know your tribe, okay, and be ready to kind of lean on them and move forward with love and kindness to whatever situations develop. That's our advice. The potential outcome, if you listen to this advice, is going to be you're very glad you did. This is a card, the King of Pentacles is indicating some sovereignty, upcoming generosity, and basically kind of more on the material goods type of thing, some well-being. So again, know your tribe, lean on your tribe. Don't try to lean on someone that's not awake for items and information that involve being awake. And you'll be really glad you did. And you'll see at the end of things that our situation overall has improved in September. Okay, now let's look at elsewhere. And I may have to stop and kind of mull and let the what they call downloads happen, because this is a pretty broad plane here with 5 cards. We're asking about the entire rest of this plane of existence. Okay, if you notice, I try not to say planet because I don't necessarily align with that whole globe theory and planet theory. So, but we are a plane of existence. We're a realm, absolutely. And we can say that no matter how our world has been fashioned and formed. Okay, so we got the Lovers card showing up here for the what to expect for the rest of the planet. There may be a significant union announced, and I'm thinking it'd be more romantic than, political. So there may be a significant union that is announced in September. Okay. Now, clarifying that here, it's going to be involving someone that's got quite a bit of goods and assets. And of course, to have a union, a relationship, an engagement announced that makes it to a really big platform of people, that is going to be someone with money. They're not going to shout out that a tarot reader on YouTube has formed an alliance, a romantic attachment. They're not going to, with even I think the most prominent of our truthers would not really make the mainstream news. So look for some kind of a union to be announced in, and I'm thinking in what I consider to be Polynesia, Laos, Vietnam, maybe areas like that. Okay, so definitely not Europe. Okay, a union to be announced. Now, hidden influences going on here. This union is not going to be so much love-filled as motivated to bring parties together to firm up some alliances and to move forward in a fashion that is actually meant to be very beneficial to the people who are impacted by that union. So now the potential outcome can't get much better than this. Okay, the star card shows up for the potential outcome for these situations that are happening, and especially, like I said, where I'm getting this kind of a union type of a nudge here. The star talks about moving in the right direction. It's hope, it's optimism. It's a really, really beautiful card to say, for your advice. So just be optimistic, know the developments that are happening, especially, and I'm sorry to mean above the cards, the developments that are happening are actually going to be quite beneficial. The outcome, if you follow that advice, if you, keep your outlook positive, your vibration up, if you listen to these developments with a loving heart and just a lack of any kind of negative reaction and stuff, you're going to be really glad you did. We've got the potential outcome for you folks is the King of Wands, which talks about leadership and vision. This is the card that made me think this union might have something to do with powerful families or factions. Absolutely. So look for an announcement of that nature is what seems to be that the cards want us to be aware of that may happen in September outside the boundaries of the United States. Now, our peek ahead, keep our focus on, is kind of concludes with the peek ahead. Keep your focus on. The United States need to keep their focus on. You can't get much nicer than that. I love that card, the Six of Cups. Okay. Keep your eyes on the little ones. Okay. And know that we are anticipating some reunions and reconciliations, some closure of events happening. So that's really, really beautiful. Then keep your focus on for the rest of this plane of existence. Woohoo! Wheel of Fortune. You guys really like that. Not a single major arcana up here, and you guys have 3 of them. Okay? Wheel of Fortune. Remember, our world is going from dark to light. You're going to observably see in the month of September something change very positively. You can say that, it's an advancement of the light returning to this plane of existence in September. It'll be interesting to kind of review the end of September and see what that might have been. But the universe does their best to give us reassuring news, encouraging news, informative news, and that's what's happened here. So, yeah, the rest of the world, Wheel of Fortune's going to observably make a tick in the right direction. The United States of America, we're going to keep our focus on our little ones and news regarding little ones, okay? There's going to be, and I'm not thinking it's something tragic. I think it's going to be happy news about little ones. So let's call this a wrap, and I'll do a real quick recap, and then we'll get going and greet September with smiles and love, right? Let's recap. We did a peek ahead for September 2024, asking for insights and information of events or information that we could observe and confirm, visual. So not things that happen in the background, unless it was so relevant that the universe really wanted to talk about things like that anyway. So, but the universe seemed to comply. So here's what we got for the United States. First of all, there's going to be some news comes out. And as always, we need to listen with our, discernment, okay, emotional intelligence. So don't react if you're being told to react, okay? Don't respond, but don't react, okay? When you respond, it's thoughtful. When you react, it's knee-jerk, okay? Now, the reason why is there's going to be some event that seems to bring about an ending, and I didn't think it was necessarily something that's going to be true, but reported, again, going for the reaction, for the luge, things like that. I think it may be something involving trying to do harm to a patriot, possibly even Mr. T. So again, we've been told, because there's been people saying for months that there's events planned, but don't worry, they won't pan out, they won't work for them. Okay, it'll only seem to have worked. So again, and we've talked about that 48-hour rule too. So again, that's part of using your emotional intelligence. Now, the hidden influences were indicated by the Seven of Pentacles, and I thought that this was indicating that the shenanigans gang, the deep state, is digging deep and trying to get some really skilled people to perform some shenanigans for them. Okay, their limitless assets are no longer limitless. So, and they're not used to budgeting. Good. Okay, our advice was, especially if there's any kind of disturbing news, know your tribe, okay? Partner up and pair up with those who are in your tribe, who are as awake as you are, who are as committed to personal growth as you are, whatever that might be. Know your tribe, okay? Don't look for support from individuals or systems that just aren't designed to support, but more to tear down or disparage or put you down or tease you. Well, you thought this, didn't you? So know your tribe was the advice. The potential outcome, if you did, you're going to be really glad you did. This card indicates some well-being, some generosity, and possibly even some improvement on the financial plane, if we follow this advice and see whatever these events are to their conclusion. Now, but keep your focus on our little ones, okay? I didn't get a feeling that there's going to be actual harm done to little ones, but we may have some good news if we're on, if we got our eyes and ears open. I often go to the U.S. Marshals website because they report on rescued children and things quite regularly, and usually have some good news to report. So let's keep an eye on news about our little ones, okay? And maybe that ending that I saw would be an ending of those that try to profit from that. So maybe like a significant group that is shut down and put out of business, and there'll be little ones that are put back into safety as a result. So eyes on the little ones. Never hurts to do that anyway, regardless. Okay, for elsewhere, I had a feeling there's going to be an announcement of a major union, okay? And it's not necessarily going to be about love, but it's about, I think it's going to be one of those power marriages, Okay, and I had a feeling it's somewhere like the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, somewhere like that, that there's going to be an alliance, that is announced in September. Okay, and it's being done again to consolidate some power, to be a benefit to those citizens that would be impacted by that union. And I got that because the clarifier was this, again, just doing what needs to be done for the welfare of others. So the hidden influence, okay, we had our, they're doing it in response to some, there's a need for it, again, to have some procedures, I'm trying to use words that won't get me in trouble and also think things through here. So again, it's because there felt like there was a need for safety and well-being to make this union and make it now. And that's why, because there are some more traditional power players that are trying to bump those with good, well-meaning type of intentions out of the package. So this is going to be what gets them. Now, their advice card was the star. Okay, this union is going to be nothing but good. It's going to, this card indicates, well, first of all, 17 team, which are global, so we can't discount the fact that it might be something involving them. But this card in general talks about optimism, hope, moving in the right direction. So whatever this event is that they're talking about happening in September, it's going to really, really help to give you reason to hope and to anticipate some improvement of living situations and just life in general. The outcome, if you do, you're going to be wiser and glad you are. Okay, and then the keep your focus on for the rest of the world was really beautiful. The world card, and that's kind of neat that this is for the row that indicates most of the rest of the world, and the wheel of fortune is never static. It's always moving, maybe not fast, sometimes fast, but when it comes to political reads and the fact that we are leaving an epoch of darkness and going into light, it's always going into the light. Now, if this was for a personal read, it could swing the other way, but not when it's world events, not when it's geopolitical, not when it's things like that involving our world. No, we're going from dark to light, period. So there's whatever happens in September. At the end of September, you should be able to, if you've had your eyes, ears, and heart open, see that there has been an improvement in our situation and that our world has indeed taken at least another step going from dark to light. So that's it for the peek ahead video for this month, and I hope you enjoyed it. I thank you so much for viewing, and until next time, which will be soon, I'm planning to do one tomorrow, I wish you love, light, and everything bright. Bye.